Car Sales Talk 101, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is. Here's the man with the plan, Terry Cameron. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Car Sales Talk 101. I'm Terry Cameron. Thanks for hanging out with me again this week. I'm recording this episode that we're about product knowledge about a week in advance. Actually, today's date is August 31st, Monday, August 31st. I'll be headed out of town for about a week, headed back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to visit with my family back there and show them some pictures of my new granddaughter. So if I sound like I'm missing a couple days here and there, I apologize, but I'm going to try to keep this one short and sweet. But it is something that's very, very important and something that I came across just a few days ago today, and I guess actually over my past 30 years in the car business, and that's the subject of product knowledge. I have a game that I play with my salespeople every once in a while, and it's a game I purchased, and I get to build the questions and the answers, and it's in the form of the television game show Jeopardy. And our last training meeting that we had, we played Jeopardy, and everything that I had on there, each category had something to do with a new product or an updated product that we sold. Now, I sell Kias. My dealership sells Kias, and they've had a lot of new models come out over the past year, starting with the Telluride, the K5, the Seltos, and they're changing things up a little bit. So we have to stay on top of our game if we want to know what our product is all about and how we can sell it to our customers, or how we can help our customers understand how it's going to solve the problems that they have, the reason why they came in to purchase the car in the first place. Well, what we found out, when I talk about we, I mean everybody, me, the rest of my sales team, and the other managers, we found out that we suck when it comes to product knowledge. We really do. So many questions that were asked in this training exercise were very specific, and they came from the manufacturer's actual training for certification. So they weren't trick questions. They were things that we should know. And we found out that we didn't know. Rarely did we have a correct answer. As a matter of fact, both of the teams that we had set up finished in a negative number. We're going to do this again, and it's not to dog anybody or throw anybody under the bus, but I do want everybody to realize that you have to get better at what you're doing. And I think everybody at that time realized it's time to figure it out. So we asked question after question about product, and we got wrong answer after wrong answer after another, even with the salespeople that thought that they knew everything, that they were very, very savvy when it comes to product knowledge. And that scared me. I thought about it. We're setting records at our dealership, just like everybody else is. That's not shut down because of the COVID pandemic, but we're setting records and we're getting better and better. But I'm wondering just how much we're leaving on the table because of our product knowledge, among other things. So, just to give you an idea what I mean about how important product knowledge is, this past week, my wife decided to purchase a brand new bedroom set. Of course, I had nothing to say about that. If she decided she was going to do it, she was going to do it. I mean, I haven't seen my checkbook in 37 years, so I was kind of left out of the loop on that. But I went back with her again today because she wasn't quite sure what came with the bedroom set. To be specific, I wanted to know if it came with a mattress or if we got to choose the mattress and the frame or the adjustable frame, whatever you want to call it. So we went back in to see them. There was a young lady there that asked us so many questions about what was important to us and demoed so many mattresses. Just lay on them and see how they feel. She told us what was a good mattress for belly sleepers, side sleepers, bag sleepers. And it wasn't like she was guessing at this. She had statistics, and she knew exactly what she was talking about. The first question she asked me, though, about what mattress I wanted, I said, the cheap one. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a mattress. It's unreal, the prices. Some of these mattresses, and we were looking for a king size, some of these mattresses were $4,000 and $5,000 for a damn mattress. I have used cars that don't cost that much. But I didn't buy the most expensive one, don't worry. But I didn't buy the cheap one that I wanted to go in there and buy because of her product knowledge. And she sold me on the one that I thought would be best for me. And she did such a good job. And because I'm in the business, I even purchased a few other things. Like I need more pillows. We have more pillows than we have people. And I mean, I have enough pillows in my house to put under my head, under my feet, and everybody else that wants to come visit. But she sold us pillows, pillowcases, waterproof pillowcases, waterproof mattress covers, everything. I went in there thinking I was going to spend $1,000, and I spent several $1,000s. Product knowledge is what sells people. That's if you really want to get somebody happy, sell them something based on your knowledge, they'll pay more. And they'll love it more because they paid more, because you gave them a reason to believe more was the right thing. I still recall one time trying to buy a riding mower, and I had an older gentleman sell me this riding mower that was, I just bought another one, as a matter of fact, recently for $500 less. So he sold such a good product to me 15 years ago for $1,300, $1,400 because of his product knowledge. He told me how it was going to work and how I was going to benefit from using it, the ease of the use, the maintenance that I really do not have to perform. It's all taken care of. You know, if I can do it, if I'm in the business and I can be sold because somebody knows the product and they can solve my problem with it, I am going to pay more. And don't you think your customers are any different than me? If they can afford it, and some can afford a lot more than you think they can, if you can show them just how important it is to buy this product, your product, and how it's going to solve their problems, you're going to sell a lot more. Not only are you going to sell a lot more, but your CSI, your happy customer scores are going to go so much higher because they purchased a car that they really like. You know those customers that come back, you know, a couple weeks after they buy it, they're really not satisfied. They come in to pick up their license plates and I don't know. And you won't have that with these customers. If you upsell them based upon how the product is going to solve their problems, you'll be amazed at how happy they're going to be and how many people they're going to tell about their service and the salesperson that had the knowledge to explain that to them. It scares me that we're selling 40, 50,000 and up products, and we really don't know any more than the customer. And you know what? In some cases, we know less than the customer. I started training years ago with Joe Verdi before they had online training, and I still remember the rule that he had, the 20-20-20 rule. And it may have changed a little bit since then, but 20 minutes of product, 20 minutes of process, and 20 minutes of positive reading, writing, and listening every single day. Now, let me ask you this. How busy is your day to where you can't grab a brochure and you can't go out to one of your models on the lot or in the showroom and spend 20 minutes familiarizing yourself with it a little bit more? Go back to your manufacturer's site. Watch that video one more time. If you sell pre-owned cars, there's tons of information on the internet that you can research. Just think about that. How impressed would you be if a customer comes on the lot and you know your product like it was, you wrote the book on it? Product knowledge is more important now than it ever was before. And if you plan on making car sales a career, you really need to spend a lot more attention to the product and what it does. And you have to stay up to date. Again, I've been doing this for 30 years. And every time I look at a new product that we have, I find something new and interesting that it had that I wasn't aware that it had. As a matter of fact, I wasn't aware that any car had some of these things. If you want to be a professional, you really need to make the commitment. You need to say, you know what, today's the day I become a product specialist. This is when I become an expert at what I do and what I sell. One thing I can pretty much guarantee. If you become an expert on what you do and what you sell, you're going to get expert wages. It's really not that hard. You just need to make the commitment to do it, and you do it every single day. Product knowledge is the key. If you don't know your product, you're not going to sell cars. So guys, spend some more time on this. Really work at your product. And think about it, how you would feel if you were the customer and somebody came on the lot and you couldn't answer the questions, or even worse, you made up the answers to some of the questions. Man, I can see that happening on a daily basis where I'm at, and it scares the heck out of me. I know that if we spend a little bit more time on our product, we're going to sell a lot more cars, and everybody's going to be so much happier. Okay, guys, you know what I'm always going to say at the end of these episodes. The sky's the limit. And if you want to hit that limit, spend some time on your product. Spend a lot of time on your product. And I'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please rate it and write a review on Apple Podcasts. We appreciate your valuable feedback. You can email Terry at 10minutesalestalk@hot.rr.com. And don't forget to share the show with a friend.